Good morning. Hello and welcome to your Monday. I hope you're feeling good. Now, I'd had a really lovely weekend. I must admit, it was very lazy. You wouldn't have seen much of me, I know, but I really had a weekend off, I feel, and boy, it was needed. It was just lovely. However, I was lounging around too much, and now my back's aching today. It always does it. It always does it. That's the downside of Pilates. You can't relax. You can't slump about because your back's not used to it. So today we're going to spend 10 minutes, and I hope you've got 10 minutes. I'll just chat for a second or two. If you've got 10 minutes, join me for a little bit of back mobility to loosen us up after the weekend or to get you ready for your day ahead, basically. Yeah, so it's so annoying. Every time I do it, every time I have a lazy weekend, I wake up and my lower back's sore and it's. But there we go. It does not take long to loosen up. I normally teach one Pilates class an hour and it's gone. But let's sort it out now before we get going. Hello, Laura. I think that's Laura there. Oh, Karen Bass. Hello, Karen. Nice to see you. Right, okay, let's get loosened up. I'm just going to do a little bit of mobility and then we'll get on the mat and have a stretch. Just 10 minutes. I keep saying that on these videos and I look at the clock after and it's been 10 or it's 15 or 17. I'm getting a little bit carried away. But I will keep this one to 10 minutes because it's Monday morning and everyone's going to be busy. Lovely. Okay, now pull one knee up to the chest. Pull it up. Pull it up. Great, so if you've just popped on, we're doing back stretches this morning, very selfishly for me, but I bet you are not alone. And there's always people that have been gardening, whatever the time of the year, even, well, I don't know if many would have been gardening yesterday, actually. However, it brightened up, didn't it, nicely? Good, so lifting your knee up. So by lifting it up, we're really stretching the back. Fabulous, and just a couple of minutes of movement to warm us up, because you should never really stretch, well, you should never stretch if you're not warm. Good. And for those of you that don't have time or are not used to making time for exercise sessions, even 10 minutes like this, 10 minutes of mobility will really help. So, this move feels nice. This feels nice. Stretching as I lift the leg. Wonderful. I'm going to lift the knee again. Now I'm going to start twisting. So I'm taking elbow to knee. So anti-postnatal ladies, don't do this. Just keep lifting straight. Okay, but the twist feels good as well. So are some of you familiar with this feeling of lounging around and actually feeling rubbish for it? Good. So now I'm really warming up and I'm really starting to stretch my lower back out whilst we do this. Excellent, right. Doesn't take much to warm up. Let's stretch up to the ceiling. So first of all, starting by stretching your spine up, lengthening the spine. So one side, then the other, reach up to the ceiling. And then arms behind back, and just stretch the chest. Lovely. And then round your upper back. So we're bending the knees, in fact, bend everything, and just round. Brilliant. So this is predominantly stretching between the shoulder blades. However, I can still feel the stretch here. So weaker backs, if you're bending forward and you feel it too much in your lower back, don't do it. I can feel it because I know it needs stretching. So there's a difference between feeling it because it's stretching and it feels good, or feeling it and it shouldn't be done. Right, lovely. So this next move is exactly like that, okay? This is exactly like that. If you fold forward for a roll down and you think, oh, no, don't do it, okay? Just carry on stretching up or bringing the knee up to the chest. That'll be much better for you. Otherwise, I'm going to do 3 roll downs, and I know they're going to feel tight, but it's going to help loosen me up. Bend the knees if you need to, so I might do that today. And pendulum swinging arms. Great, and it's about knowing what to do with your body if you've got it in a bit of a state. So yeah, I mean, my husband, he's got his shoulders in a state. He's been sadly not working still because of the virus. Very, you know, his work's non-existent. He's in the entertainment industry, so he's now doing a lot of painting in the garden, and he's completely done his shoulder and neck in because, you know, all of this painting the sheds and things, and he's built up all tension in his shoulder and neck, and I'm massaging him, and it's just, you know, we get ourselves in a state, so you've got to know what to do with it. But this is exactly what I want to do with my back today. Right, brace your core and slowly pull up. Reach up to the ceiling. Now, what I won't want to do is a back bend like this. That won't feel good today, so I'm not going to do it. Let's go down again. Bending your knees to take off any stiffness. Pendulum arms with a little bounce. And rotate side to side. So back bends are really not great if your back's on the weak side. And brace your core to come up. Lovely. I'm just going to reach up to the ceiling and down again. Wonderful. From here, I'm going to walk forward and into the dog stretch. And then push back on your arms. Look back at your thighs. And bend one knee, then the other. So this is stretching the whole posterior of the body. The shoulders, everywhere. But particularly on this one, the calves and the legs and the feet. Excellent. Let's get back to our back stretches. On your knees, this is going to feel best. This is going to feel fabulous. Put the feet together, so the big toes together. Widen your knees and sit back on your heels. So that is the feeling we're looking for here. Oh my gosh, that feels wonderful. And then just wiggle gently side to side. Very gently, side to side. Loosening up. So with this tiny move, can you feel the lower back just really loosening up? Great. And then onto all fours for a cat and cow. Now, up we go. And then what I would normally do is sink down. But my back's not going to love that today, so I'm not going to sink down, I'm just going to go up. And go flat. So weaker backs and anti-postnatal, I never really recommend doing this anyway, because it pushes on the fascia of the tummy. So stay up to the ceiling, arch up, all the way up through the shoulders, out through your upper back, and middle. One more of these. Arch up. Wonderful. And then I'm going to go on my back. The two exercises that are just, well, there's a few, aren't there? I've just done them. But let's cover the knees. I want to make sure I fit this into the 10 minutes. So pull your knees into the chest. That is just heaven, heaven, heaven on my slightly tender back today. So pull them in. Exhale as you pull them in. And feel the back stretching look. By pulling in, you're stretching the lower back. One hand on each knee and draw a circle. Exhaling as you pull your knees into the chest. And the other side. Great. And the other direction. And then the other way again. And the other way again. Brilliant. Now pull one knee into the chest. Another further stretch here. Great. So if straightening this leg, now I always straighten this other leg. If that feels tender on your back that needs the stretch today, just bend it. Because obviously the straight leg creates an arch in your lower back if you're not careful. So I'm going to just bend it a little today. And then I'm going to twist. Oh yeah. So it's anti-postnatal, not twisting. You can go a tiny way, but don't try and go all the way over, and never overstretch. Lovely. And then the other side, pull the knee into the chest, push the leg away, pull it in, push away, and twist. And this is our last exercise. Just twist gently, not overstretching. I can feel that that's tender, so just giving it a gentle stretch. Lovely. And then I'm going to get us back up to finish. Tucking your toes under, brace your core and lift up. Walk your hands back to your feet. So really weak backs, you're going to bend the knees and stand up. And the rest of us, if you fancy it, roll up. See, look at that. That is already, oh, that's great. Absolutely spot on. Lovely, all set for the day now. Reach up, bend the knees down, brace your core to come up. There you go. Oh, fabulous. Good to see you. Hello, sister. Oh, yeah, lovely. So, yeah, just the 10 minutes. Pick out these. There's loads. I've put loads and loads of teasers and tasters. But for some people, they're not teasers and tasters. They're 10 minutes of exercise that you wouldn't normally do. And, you know, gets you going. I'm never going to do anything too strenuous. I must say I have done lots of stretching lately, so watch out. The rest of this week, I think, is going to get strenuous. Wonderful. Have a good Monday, everybody. Take care. Bye.